Guys, it looks like some key people in high places of Turning Point USA chapters are starting to see Erika, Pinocchio Kirk's true colors, and they're not liking what they're seeing. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends, other creators too. Don't forget to hype the video, that helps tremendously. Also, leave a comment, tell me what you're thinking, and don't forget to click that join button to become a member. Alright, so you guys remember the whole Georgia University debacle where, Erika Pinocchio Kirk decided not to show up because there was only 12 people in the audience. So Andrew Kolvet had to step in and have the interview with JD Vance. Yeah, that one. So apparently the president of the TPUSA Georgia chapter decided to resign after that. Something about that event rubbed her the wrong way, which caused her to post her resignation letter. Let's take a look. All right, you guys, so this is Caroline Mattox. Let's go ahead and read her resignation letter. It says, "My name is Caroline Mattox, and I am the president of Turning Point USA at the University of Georgia. Being a part of TPUSA has been a dream of mine for a very long time, and I was prepared to devote my college years to building the UGA chapter and carrying on Charlie Kirk's legacy. Turning Point USA was founded to promote truth, fight for conservative values, encourage independent thought, and defend free speech. However, it became abundantly clear to me following our event on April 14th that TPUSA's mission and purpose have been lost along the way. It became evident to me that the organization's current direction no longer aligns with the principles upon which it was founded. I witnessed firsthand what I believe to be the organization's true direction following Charlie's passing, and I have significant concerns about its messaging and current trajectory. In light of this, I am resigning from my position as president of the Turning Point USA chapter at the University of Georgia. While I am grateful for the experiences, lessons, and people this chapter has brought me, I can no longer, in good conscience, continue to represent an organization that I believe has strayed so far from its original purpose and principles. Charlie spent his life fighting for truth, and I do not believe he would stand for the blatant dishonesty now being spread by the organization that he built. His mission was never about numbers, appearances, or relevance. He showed people the beauty of just having a conversation and inspired an entire generation to make a change. His mission was never about performing, but about encouraging my generation and future generations to stand up for what is right and fight to save America. I remain committed to standing for truth and fighting for the future of our country, and I will continue to stand firmly in that mission. I know I am not alone, and I look forward to standing alongside others who value integrity, think for themselves, and have the courage to do what is right, even when it's not easy or popular. As Charlie often said, stand for what is right, even if you stand alone. That message guides me, and I will continue to carry it with me in all that I do." Okay, so there you have it. The proof is in the pudding. It's not just internet sleuths or podcasters wanting to bash a grieving widow. People are starting to see Erika's true colors and what she's actually here for. The change within that organization is loud. I truly believe she knows exactly what she's doing. I also believe that this is something that she had planned way before even meeting Charlie, along with a few others that she was connected to prior to meeting Charlie, but we'll save that for another video.
Andrew, if you're listening, I want to say something. I wasted a lot of hours praying for you. A lot. And I wasted a lot of my audience's hours asking them to pray for you. I thought deep down you were a decent person. If that reporting is true, if what the TPUSA Georgia chapter president is saying is true, and you lied on stage, and Erika was actually there and it wasn't a travel issue, you not only put your soul in jeopardy by lying flat out to the public, but then you enlisted countless Twitter people to harass, intimidate, lie on your behalf. Go to hell. And I don't mean that figurative. I mean literally. I don't mean go to hell. I mean go to hell in a very temporal sense. You are a scumbag. You are an absolute scumbag. You are trash, dude. You are total trash, if that's true. To blame the people out here tracking taxpayer dollars, which is what we're doing when you guys are flying around. You're not paying taxes on that money. You're using it as personal income. You're flying on Gulfstream 5s and you're flying all over the country at $100,000 a round trip. It should be credited to you as income because you don't have to fly a Gulfstream 5 anywhere. So in a sense, I'm subsidizing you. And I have a right to look at your friggin' flights and figure out where you're friggin' going. And if that woman was there and you put the vice president of the United States on that stage to lie to my face, to hell with you, you piece of trash. To hell with you, you piece of trash. Now, I qualify all that by saying maybe the Georgia president's lying. Maybe Candace misunderstood what was happening. Maybe she got the message wrong. But you know the truth. You knew that. You knew, Andrew, that doctor did not say those things to you. You knew that doctor didn't say those things to you about the Superman neck, and you freaking lied about it. And you knew Erika's travel was not in jeopardy. She was partying it up with the first family. And allegedly, at least according to the Georgia chapter president, as I read that tweet and understand it, may have been in Athens. Not in any jeopardy. But to pawn this off and make her some kind of victim like she's in danger, to hell with you, man. You are a piece of trash. You're a lying, conniving piece of trash, if that's true. Because you blame the people who look at these flights. I'm no danger to you, bud. I'm just curious where the taxpayer money's going. And it's taxpayer money. You guys are not claiming that as income, I don't think. I doubt you're claiming all these as income, which means I'm subsidizing you. So I got a friggin' right to see where you go. I got a friggin' right to see what kind of elite jets you guys fly around in. You don't want me to look, start paying taxes. I promise you. You start flying coach, I don't care where you go. But as long as you're taking round trips that are 2 and 3 times the amount the average American makes in a year, I'm going to look. I'm going to look. I'm going to look and I'm going to judge. And I'm going to think you're elitist and out of touch and a liar. And that may not weigh on you much right now, what some 2-bit podcaster outside of Nashville thinks of you. That may not, you may not care. You may think it's funny. Ha ha ha, I'm a millionaire and this is just some redheaded stepchild podcaster in Middle Tennessee. You may not care right now, but buddy, one day you're going to have to answer for all this. You're going to have to answer for all this. You're going to have to come face to face with who you are one day, what you've become. Go to hell. If that's true, go to hell. In the figurative sense, I want you to go to heaven. I want you to repent. But in every figurative sense, go to hell.
If the people who are so-called closest to Charlie, that loved him so much, wanted to continue his legacy, how crazy is it that they could have done this all by just telling the truth? The moment that Erika Regine Pinocchio Kirk said, this is going to be TPUSA 2.0, why the change? If you want to continue what your husband was doing, Erika, why do you want to change it? 2.0 means you're making it better. You're changing it. You're changing directions. So what was wrong with it? What was wrong with it to begin with? Now, get this. Since Caroline Mattox resigned, Candace is now under fire. Well, Candace is always under fire. The girl can sneeze and she's under fire. But a lot of people on X right now are currently accusing Caroline Mattox of being the secret source that Candace has had within TPUSA, because apparently Candace Owens posted on X basically talking about the fact that Caroline Mattox was going to be resigning. And this was actually a little under an hour before Caroline actually posted her resignation letter. Take a look at this. So the post that Candace wrote, it said, "Breaking news, the president of Turning Point's University of Georgia chapter will be resigning later this evening due to the internal treatment and subsequent public lies told by Turning Point executives surrounding Erika Kirk's last-minute cancellation of the event with Vice President J.D. Vance." And then this person decides to highlight the fact that Caroline follows Candace. Oh, okay. So one X user says, Candace Owens first posted that the Turning Point chapter president at UGA would be resigning. Then the chapter president said she would be resigning. Did Caroline leak Erika Kirk's travel information to Candace Owens? Has Caroline been in contact directly with Candace Owens? Is Candace Owens not allowed to speak to anyone that's associated with TPUSA? You know, a lot of times, truth seekers tend to gravitate toward other truth seekers. If Caroline felt like she was being lied to, or that Turning Point was going in a negative direction, and this is not what Charlie built, why would she stay? Why does she have to be the leaker? Candace Owens' source. Look up Caroline Mattox's X account. She rarely ever used it. I think she maybe, the last time I checked, had maybe 80 followers. So she would have posted this letter. Nobody really would have read it. So maybe she did reach out to Candace Owens. And maybe she did have a conversation and say, you know what? I kind of need your help getting this out there, because just like you're trying to find the truth and you're seeking the truth, so am I. So I need a little bit of help so that people can see that something is not right within this organization, and I don't want any parts of it. But hey, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But you know what? Even though she's no longer the president of the Georgia chapter, she should still listen to Erika Pinocchio Kirk. Yep, she should. With all of this hate that Caroline is getting right now, all the backlash, people are calling her a liar. People are saying that, you know, this is not a hostile work environment. Nobody is lying. You're just trying to get attention. You know what she should do? She should do exactly what Erika said to do, because Erika said,
being persecuted and lied about, count it all joy. You're being slandered, count it all joy.
Erika said it. I did not. All right, you guys, I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment, share, turn on your post notifications, click that join button to become a member, and also hype the video for me. That helps me out tremendously. All right, you guys, this has been In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.